Well, Gabby's ready, and I think both players are ready. So we're going to jump to the match. Bunny Hopper versus Gabby. It's an upper bracket semifinals, I believe. So one of this moves on to the winners finals, which is the place to be. And we're underway. It's going to be, I believe, Gabby on the Groat Rogue and Bunny on the Fell, Kurtrus, Token, OTK, Jace, Demon Hunter. I think that's the official archetype name.
What do you think of keeping the Neophyte in his matchup?
I'd rather have other things.
Okay.
But it's quite good, but the disruption doesn't mean as much against this version of Demon Hunter as opposed to Quest. So you'd prefer to play the Cult Neophyte when you're like going for tempo or building a board. Like just playing it by itself on turn 2 doesn't do as much as say like, interrupting quest progress against like OTK Quest Demon Hunter. So I like the toss, and he's rewarded with a couple of shrouds and a field context. So if one of these shrouds picks up Octobot, Gabby's cooking.
Yeah, I'm thinking of why he didn't cycle the Viper. I assume Bunny has like a weapon.
Oh,
Otherwise, I don't see a reason. Oh yeah, Bunny changed the deck. Okay, yeah, sorry. I spaced out for a second. But now I see the monster, and I realize what happened. I think he wants to be ready for the Kurtrus, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's a lot of tempo. I don't know what Gabby can do here.
What weapon do you think he runs here, RDU?
I have no idea. I could not name you one Demon Hunter weapon if my life would depend on it. And I played a lot of Demon Hunter. But they have weird names.
Okay.
And
You tell me you've never played an Eldrazi Warblades before. Is that what you're telling me?
Okay, I have played it, but it has a very complicated name. I know what I need
Fair enough.
to be able to be better at this. We need Hearthstone in Romanian language.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. All right. So in that case, what's Eldrazi Warblades in Romanian?
I knew you were gonna ask that.
You don't even know.
I don't even know.
Your first language.
I don't know what Eldrazi means.
Even if we had it in Romanian, you still would know. All right, there we go. But yes, RDU, that was excellent analysis you stumbled upon. He was holding on to the Viper for the Eldrazi Warblades. Well done. And we'll be able to get some tempo back. Obviously, not going to really be able to do much over the next couple turns. Maybe field contact, pick up like a Shadow Step, and he can bring things back with a Prize Plunder.
I think Octobot is like the best draw he can get here. He has the discounts, he has the field contacts to draw, he can play contact without being afraid of running out of value because he has a second contact. So if he gets Octobot, he's just on a very good game plan. But he's already gap jamming, so I think he doesn't even need to draw any cards, and he's already going to win this game. That's my guess, at least.
Okay. Well, I think you guessed incorrectly, but he just always gab jams. Gabby jamming.
Ooh, pretty strong.
Uh-oh.
Alt F4? Or perhaps some internet problems on one of the players' side.
One of the two.
We get to look at Gabby and see wonderful room that he's been promoted to. You know that he had a different room for like the whole of Grandmasters, but after winning it, he upgraded.
Yep. He put a bunch of boxes in it and some type of light stand.
Yeah,
such cool
decor. To become a streamer and take over Twitch. I think before Grandmasters, he only had access to the laundry room to play Hearthstone, but now he has his own space. So I'm afraid already as a streamer that I'm gonna be jobless in 1 year.
May have to move to another format then.
Or to another platform.
Also true. You can take your pick. All right. Well, Kurtrus about to be online here in the next turn. Bunny deciding on how he exactly wants to deal with this. He could dump the Chaos Leech and then forego the Kurtrus on 6 and instead Skull. And they could also take out like the Prize Plunder. Or Bunny could just keep hitting face because he's got a ton of damage and will have even more once he gets the Kurtrus hero power. But I think Field Contact, just leaving that up, is a little too threatening as much as I want to just ship everything to the face.
Yeah, I like healing the contact just with the Chaos Leech and setting up for the Skull. Or as you said, for the Kurtrus. I think it's the Skull though first. Oh, he's trading both. He really wants to clear the board at this stage. I think he wants to make sure he has the best chance to like play Skull that he can. Because if you don't play Skull on 6, then when are you really playing?
Efficient is sufficient.
Let's see if he decides to go for the Skull. I think he will. Huh? Maybe not. What's the advantage of playing the hero now rather than playing it later?
It's an upgraded hero power, so you just deal more damage. He also has the Fellfire Deadeye on board right now, so he can use the hero power, attack with his Fellfire Deadeye, then hero power again. So it's just super efficient damage. Next turn, if there's anything on board, he could Coordinated Strike, hero power, or hero power, Coordinated Strike, attack, hero power, whatever, and then Fury. And we're looking at probably lethal next turn. Also summons the 6/4s, which Gabby has to deal with.
Okay, so he basically went for it because it could just win in the game on the spot.
Yep. But Gabby here could just play the Scab, so he gets the discount in hand. He doesn't want to give him the Fellfire Deadeye back, so he could play the Ethereal Og Merchant, Scab's hero power, Octobot again. Then he'd have no mana left, so but then he could Guardian Og Merchant it.
You really wanted the
this is very
skill
cool.
that stop future OTKs, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of the Octobot nerf, he cannot hero power Octobot and reduce. Oh, actually, he can with Og Merchant. Yeah. Yeah, the nerf didn't matter in this position. And playing the Og Merchant doesn't really cost him anything.
Yeah. Gabby is in a position, though, where he's likely going to have to win next turn. Which is possible, but he's still got a lot of cards in deck. So I'm not sure how likely that's going to be. He's going to have 14 life, which will go away very quickly because Bunny can keep weaving in these hero powers, especially with Coordinated Strike and almost guaranteed stuff living on board. So
is Bunny 1 damage of lethal or am I miscounting?
So he hero powers, Coordinated Strikes. He can only fit in 3 more hero powers or 2 hero powers and a Fury. So that's 6, 9. I count 9 damage. So 5 off lethal.
Mm-hmm.
You're very close though, RDU. Well done. Only 5 off. Or 4 off.
Wait, are you sure?
Yeah, because then he hero powers again, that's 4. Hero powers again, that's 6. Then he only has 1 mana left, so he'd cast the Fury, which is 9.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I miscounted.
I can tell.
For some reason, I thought the Fury does 4.
Then he would still
and
be
he'll still not deal
4 damage
I
off
have no idea
lethal.
how I counted that. Please, do not blame the main education system. I am not the representative of it. Yeah, Gabi's going for the OTK here. He knows he needs to end the game. And he seems to be able to do it if he gets the second Garrot. Probably wants to get it from the passage.
Okay. Gold Trader. Swindle.
That's a lot of damage.
I'm looking at his facial expression here to tell when if he's gonna hit lethal or not. Because Gabby's like 15 actions ahead of what we're seeing on stream. Gabby's already winning game 2. That's how fast he moves.
He doesn't seem very excited right now.
I still see cards being played. So he brought the Og Merchant back. A slight smile. Okay. Oh, okay. He won. There we go.
He needed some more rope. This is pretty crazy how quick he plays with animation.
Yeah. And that was not guaranteed lethal, right? He needed to draw into a bleed or multiple bleeds and hit second Garrote. And he got the last bleed. Oh, I guess maybe it was guaranteed lethal, depending on the draw sequence before he did that, right?
It's hard to say right now if it was guaranteed lethal or not because we don't know the sequence that he needed. But either way, it took him some time to calculate. He has to go for it this turn, and then he just went for it and did it super quickly. But still, that was very, very close.
Yeah. Jamming all the way.
But yeah, he absolutely shows how the deck can still be absolutely insane. But not for the normal player. Like, I'm not sure if I could do that.
Yeah. He just sees it much faster than the average player, I think. Which is kind of cool. Very decisive. But Bunny Hopper was very close. Very close. I mean, you said it. He was 1 damage off lethal.
He was not 1 damage off. He was a bit, slightly more than 1 damage of lethal.
Yeah, just
By the way,
barely,
be very cool?
barely 1 damage off lethal.
It would be very cool if we could like tune into exactly what Gabi is listening to. I mean, we might get DMCA'd, but I mean, Thijs would get DMCA'd. But I would like to see exactly the song that he's listening when he's winning and stuff. Maybe he should sell his playlist online at an auction.
I don't think we get DMCA'd because I think it's just Mozart.
Perhaps.
Which I'm pretty sure you can play freely.
Perhaps. What do you think about this matchup? Do you think the Demon Hunter can just rush down the Warlock and kill him quickly?
Yeah. This one is... Wait, what am I watching? Okay, it's just flipped, sorry. Or it just flipped.
Oh,
well, this is the Brute Demon Hunter.
Okay, so Gabi is the Demon Hunter.
Yeah. This is Brutes.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's all about how early you can get your Brutes. This matchup's existed for a long time. We saw a lot of... Even though it's a little bit different iterations, we saw a lot of Handlock versus Brute Demon Hunter, what, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago? I can't remember at this point. Back when Brute Demon Hunter was popular in Grandmasters. And it was all about, you know, whether or not you could get those early Brutes. Who can get threats online the fastest, essentially. Soul Ren can buy a lot of time as well, if you can combine Soul Ren. But one of the things that Warlock was able to do back then was when Rune Mithril Rod was 2 mana cheaper, you could get it out of 3 and be able to cast multiple removal spells in the same turn, like Soul Ren, Drain Soul, be able to deal with multiple Brutes. You can't do that anymore. So sometimes by the time Brutes come out, you just don't have the mana to be able to answer it. So you have to get your threats out faster. So, and also you got to think about Glide, right? It's the age-old problem with Warlock is you want to try and empty cards out of your hand so that Glide in Outcast position doesn't punish you as well.
Yeah. You think we might see the Bunny Hopper just play the coin now because he expects a possible Glide? But I don't think it's going to happen because it seems a bit too early. But it would be interesting to see. Maybe? And what were you saying about earlier, TJ? It made me think of something that's quite, maybe not that interesting for a lot of people, but at the beginning of some expansions, we have some absolutely insane cards that make some absolutely insane decks. And then when they get nerfed, we're basically playing the same version of the deck, but just slower and less efficient.
Yeah.
But they're still better than other decks around. That's how strong some cards can be in Hearthstone. Like you said,
I
the
mean,
Rod.
there's a couple cards that have been nerfed twice,
Like the Rod.
which is insane.
And
Like the Rod.
yeah.
Ooh!
I mean, like the Giant, the Frost Giant has been nerfed like 5 times and he's still played or something.
Yep. Frost Giant, that's right.
Okay, it's not Frost Giant, it's something. Something Giant. Is it Flesh Giant? I forgot his name.
Nice. You'd be great at Hangman, Artie.
Yeah, I would be absolutely dead in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm not very good with card names. Maybe that's why I wasn't a good constructist. Among other things. Like
I
banning.
don't think you need to know. Well, Gabby got a terrible hand back from the Glide. It did reduce the hand count for Bunny Hopper overall, but I think Bunny Hopper got a much better hand back, especially if he's able to pick up some card draw. Another Glide! It just resets it.
Bunny Hopper's face tells us everything we need to know about what just happened.
Brute me, dude!
Yeah, Gabi's looking for those brutes. At least he doesn't have the issue that other people have been having today, just drawing the brutes too early and blocking their hand that way. But he has the other part of the problem where he's just not drawing them.
Yeah. The good thing about this is the fact that the Glide, while it's card draw, it doesn't necessarily count as card draw because you're just shuffling your deck. So he's going to still have some oomph left over for the Lion Frenzy later on in the game. But again, I said it's all about who can get their threats down first. And Bunny Hopper is able to get an unchallenged Flesh Giant out before Gabby's able to find the brutes. And now it's going to be able to put him on the clock. Because this Flesh Giant, Gabby's may not have time to play the Kurtrus, which is going to make it very hard for him to have enough mana to kill with the Lion's Frenzy. So,
Yeah, I think Gabi needs right now to have a turn where he plays the brutes, block off the Giant before he can play the Kurtrus, but we can see that's not probably going to happen.
he's got one more chance! Hey-ya! 2 more chances.
Yeah, he can go to Siege Runner and draw 2 cards and like have the Giant for free. Wait, wouldn't the Siege Runner draw him 2 cards?
Would the Sigil Runner draw him 2 cards?
Yeah, because of Acrobatics. Or did he draw the first card from Acrobatics as being the gem and then he...
The tradable was the...
Oh, the tradable was the first card. Okay, and he traded it and he then couldn't do it. Okay, never mind, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if he really wanted a brute, like if he really thought he needed a single brute, he could have just dumped the Philosophy and then played the Crimson Sigil Run on the far left.
Oh, no, that would be terrible.
All right. Yeah, cool. Glad we're on the same page. All right. So, Battlemaster picked up. Don't say the first word, RDU. You better not.
Constructed Battlemaster, okay.
Yeah, that's a...
The
constructed Battlemaster picked
is
up.
gonna get played now and deal 16 damage to Gabi.
Yep. I'd probably play another
8 damage.
Flesh Giant here. Kind of just want to play 8/8 in the Bloodshard Bristleback as well. Yeah. This makes a lot of
because he's
sense.
setting up the lethal, yeah. I was just thinking of like maximizing the damage, but it doesn't matter how much you deal, it matters deal 30 total.
Yeah. All right. He got a Brute.
Brute me
Little
good.
late. He's thinking if he can even draw enough cards to make this worthwhile. So Crimson Sigil Runner. Can he even play both in the same turn? He would have to hit quite well with this Acrobatics, I think, in order to make it happen. Hits double tradable with another free draw. Double jump can pick up Spectral Sight. He needs 1 more draw in order to be able to play 2. So he needs to hit Spectral Sight off this. Nope. Yeah. Didn't hit Spectral Sight. I like the game plan though. If he hit Spectral Sight off that, they both would have been free. So maybe he survives.
Yeah, but they'll still get super well traded. And actually, wait, Bunny Hopper would just have lethal, right? They were 7/8. Then he would just play the constructed Battlemaster and go face everything.
Ah, true. Yeah, you're right. But if Battlemaster wasn't there. The constructed Battle Master.
Yeah, without the
Wait, is it
constructed
called
Battle
Constructed
Master,
Battle
Bunny
Master?
Hopper would have not had it if Gabby drew one more card. Now we are on the same page.
I think it's called Mercenaries Battle Master.
Yes, Mercenaries Battle Master. Great name. Maybe
Yeah.
that card made people play the game mode that starts with B, and by changing it, they can get more people to play Mercenary.
Yeah. That's enough to do it. That's enough to do it.
I'm sure it would be.
All right. Moving on. We got.
Gabby
Brute
keeping
Demon Hunter once again.
the Brood DH.
Yeah.
Terrible hand that he's probably gonna throw away. Obviously, other than the quest. Wait, what? Excuse me? Wait, is this like an error, or is he actually just conceding because this matchup is so terrible?
I think it's an error.
Oh
I'll
my
see
god.
in a second. Gabby said he banned Shaman, but now he's typing again. I'm letting chat into the super secret Thijs Legends Invitational Discord chat.
Yep.
And so, okay, here we go. Gabby said, I banned Shaman, lol. And then he
Oh
said,
my God.
never mind, I forgot Maestra was a card.
Can we just continue as
It
like,
wasn't
Bunny getting the
Shaman,
win
it was wrong.
on the back of Maestra? Like, I think it would be fair because Gabby technically conceded the game there. He was deceived by Maestra, thinking his opponent knew the loss that he
You get
banned.
you
I think
get
he
you
deserves
get
the
a
loss for
game
that.
loss. Yeah, he does. You get a game loss every time for that.
Gabby deserves the loss for that pick there. Like, no questions. He got tricked by a card. Reminder, note to self to bring Maestra to Grandmasters myself. Maybe that way I have a chance against Gabby. But yeah,
Oh
he's
man.
laughing. He cannot believe what he just did. Don't concede too early, or you might not be in the best position.
And then Buddy Hopper types afterwards, Maestra 1, Gabby 0. His first instinct wasn't even to say tell an admin, hey, he queued Shaman, I banned it. It was concede.
Yeah. And Gabby's now saying, and I quote, "Come on, don't do this to me." Thijs is full caps lock. Ha 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 ha. That was pretty funny. Like, technically, let's say this was like a super competitive match. Bunny Hopper could invoke that he would have like perfect hand. And he doesn't want the rematch just because Gabby made a mistake. That's not how competitive matches work though with admin calls. Like generally the admin decides without the competitor having any input because they don't want to let the weight on the competitors.
Our our head admin Thijs has chimed in. We'll see what comes of this. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. They'll decide amongst themselves if Gabby's actually going to get a loss for
I
that
think it
one.
would be hilarious to give him a loss. It's a fun tournament.
Yeah. Yeah.
He can still win from 2-1. He won plenty of series from behind.
Chad is demanding a democracy. They're revolting.
They want Gabby to lose or they want Gabby to win to rematch.
All right. So here's the deal, chat. Chat has to show that they deserve this type of organization. So if chat can go 15 entire seconds without a single message being typed in Thijs' chat, they can vote. Has to be 15 entire seconds with no messages in chat. And they can vote.
0% that's gonna happen.
I have faith.
Maybe if this was Grandmasters on YouTube, it could have happened, but it's not
Gabby's
gonna happen.
Gabby's fate is in your hands, chat. 15 seconds. Okay, you weren't quick enough.
So the ruling that
Good chat.
we went for is Bonnie picks Gabby's next deck.
Okay,
So he picks the matchup basically.
chat let me down once again. All right. So, Bunny still can't hold in his laughter. Is this really Demon Hunter? Nobody knows. Does Gabby know?
I mean, that was pretty hilarious.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. This is Brute Demon Hunter versus the Fell Demon Hunter. I'll just call it Fell Demon Hunter. Even Fellfire Deadeye has the word Fell in it.
Yeah. It's the only card in the deck that has Fell in it, right?
Fell Barrage.
Ah. I tried, okay? I tried to make your case. I think Brute Demon Hunter is more of a deck because it has Fell also.
I see.
Now the question is, how favored is this matchup? Bunny Hopper got to pick it. So I believe either thinks it's a great matchup or he thinks it's the best chance for his worst deck to get a win
These are due back tomorrow.
in this series.
Deck has a lot of removal, right? Not as much as you'd expect. Like, not as much as the old Fell Demon Hunters that just ran. The deck was like 29 removals, or 25 removal spells, Talented Arcanist, Moargs, and Jace. That was it. Now you have a little bit more like minion presence. Brute Demon Hunter has like no removal. They can discover removal from Illidari studies. It has like one Soul Shear. But other than that, they're just relying on drawing through their deck so fast in getting brutes down. Their removal is forcing their opponent to trade their minions into giant brutes. That's the removal. Alright. Not enough card draw to get these brutes down. But
I find it so
may
difficult in the
pre-copy the
current,
brute.
Deck to, sorry to interrupt. I find it so difficult in the current deck to like manage to play your brutes on like turn 3 or 4 like they used to be. Back in my day, brutes were played on turn 3.
How old are you, Radu?
That's exactly the response I expected. Like me saying something like that. Thank you, TJ.
He completely dodged the question. You don't have to tell me. $24. No? Okay.
Wait, 24 what?
Years old.
Ooh.
You!
When? What?
Never mind, man. Just never mind.
Okay, I lost the...
Cast the game, Radu.
I was just absorbed by this Demon Hunter mirror match.
Yeah, uh-huh.
I haven't seen a mirror match so exciting in my 24 years of age that you referenced earlier.
Wait, are you really 24? Okay.
Yeah, I'm really 24.
Nice. I just guessed that. That's quite good. All right. Moving on. Gabby really needs to get the brutes down this turn. What's the most likely chance that he could do it? Can't play
Glide,
that
drawing them
glide,
again,
but
right?
putting the glide back into his deck is actually really useful because it's quote-unquote free card draw because it just shuffles back, so you can juice up your Lion's Frenzy quite well. All right, doesn't get brutes back, but is able to complete the quest pretty easily. Now the question is, can Bunny piece together enough stuff over the next few turns to actually win the game over 2 to disincentivize Gabby from actually playing out the Kurtrus?
I think he can. Especially with the 2 Furies that got upgraded. Quite a lot of damage over 2 turns if Gabi's next turn is just playing the Kurtrus. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think Gabi's gonna even be able to play the Kurtrus because of that, yeah.
Hiya! Kurtrus!
What's the chance
Did
of
he
that
hit it?
happening? He missed it.
Yeah, he missed it.
You see 3 out of 5 cards, right? It's
Grows short.
Yeah.
60%,
So,
I think.
so you get rid of studies? Yeah. If you studies would be second in line. I mean, it's still fine, right? So he has 7, 8, 9, 10 damage on board. He's going to push another 1 this turn with the hero power.
I mean, he's almost dead on board if he plays the Kurtrus. I don't think he can do that.
Yeah. He is dead on board if he plays a Kurtrus. Well, not on board, sorry. He's dead from Bunny's hand. But he's got to do it anyway.
These are due back tomorrow.
And that'll do it. Bunny, 2-1 up.
You know what's his last deck left? It's the Maestra deck. Is Gabi gonna
Fool me
concede
once.
again?
Shame on you.
I mean, at least now he knows what it is, so he cannot be fooled by it. But yeah.
Alright. Maestra Rogue for Bunny Hopper. This deck's quite cool. And apparently, you know, when it came out, I was like, this is be weird to playing competitive, right? You know, a lot of it ended up being banned from a lot of like official competition. Now that a real deck's popped up, I was still like, I don't know if it's good enough to be played competitively. But Bunny just did Shaman again. No, you know, it'd be next level for Bunny Hopper if he actually queued his banned Shaman.
That would be super next level. And say it was a mistake afterwards if he gets caught. But yeah, I think he just got lucky. Or maybe it's just coded. Like, if Maestra faces Gabi, it's always Shaman.
It's also like the dumbest thing when you get Rogue from Maestra.
I don't even know why that is happening, because it doesn't really make sense from like a design perspective, I think. Maybe it would be too hard to code otherwise. I don't know.
I don't know. That's outside of my area of expertise. Oh! It wasn't Shaman! It was Rogue the whole time!
Oh my god, TJ, we have a match on our hands!
Wow!
What is going on? Gabi is so surprised! He never thought of it!
Alright. Let's be serious here. This is a serious tournament.
Yes. Like, I wouldn't blink an eye if this was like the World Championship fight.
Oh yeah. I mean, neither would I, to be quite honest. I mean, Gabby was almost there.
Nope.
Bunny Hopper was almost there one time. A couple times. I'll give him that. Depends on how you define almost there.
And now I just imagine if that concede would have happened on stage. But yeah, anyways, it's gonna be pretty difficult for Bunny Hopper to get a win with this deck, because Thief Rogue is notorious for not winning, among other things. It's just like an amalgamation of cards. You hope you get something good from your opponent.
Come on, man! That's the third time! You're not allowed to talk about Battlegrounds.
Amalgam was first constructed, you know that, right?
It doesn't matter.
Do you know the name of that card, TJ? Now I'm gonna put you in the hot seat. Tell me the name.
The Nightmare Amalgam.
Yager Caster is not fair.
All right. Well, this is quite good for Gabby. Okay, Scabs. That's the card right there. Actually, even Kurtrus could be pretty good. Not Kurtrus. You're a caster, TJ. You're not fair. You know the names of cards. Kazakis. There you go. That's the one. Kazakis could be pretty good. Get like a... you can get a proactive like divine... Oh.
That's another card. That was super good.
That's unlucky for you. I'm going to say that. That's really unlucky. Not allowed to talk about Battlegrounds. And then Baron Rivendare pops up. Woo!
He's like the
You can't even say it. You're not even allowed to say the card name.
I'm looking for a few.
It's actually funny that we had Baron Rivendare in like the classic rotation this year. Like nobody ever played it.
Yeah.
Like the card used to be good back in the day when it was first released. If I can remember correctly.
He's even got a triple Baron. Look at that.
Now you're baiting me.
Incredible.
I think Gabby's just gonna go
what's...
face. He has to, right?
Yeah. What's the comp that Bunny should go here with this hand? Oh, sorry. I mean the game plan. What's the game plan?
I think Bunny needs like golden kaboom bot. Wait, I mean no, he needs to get some more mana and play his cabs. If that golem has poison, he's gonna be enough. But I cannot read what exactly it has on it.
No, it's a battle cry. It's rush plus a battle cry. Oh, well, he could take out one of the brutes, but he's still dead.
Gabby seems to be very excited to have won against this very powerful deck from Bunny Hopper. This very competitive Maestra rogue deck.
As you know, have you seen? You've seen or read Harry Potter?
What?
Have you seen the movies or read Harry Potter?
I saw Harry Potter, but I don't know. Oh, read, like reading the book.
Yeah. Have you?
Yeah, I did.
Read
Yes,
the
yes,
Harry
yes, yes,
Potter?
yes, yes.
Okay. God, I don't even know where my story was going anymore. Okay. Do you know what a boggart is?
No.
Okay. Well, maybe someone in chat will know. So Maestra is basically like the boggart for Gabby, where it always transforms into his worst fear. And that just happens to be Shaman. And Gabby finally learned how to... I don't know where I'm going with this. Summon his Patronus. Whatever. Wingardium Leviosa. I don't care. Move on to the next game.
I got the last reference.
Good.
Even though when most people, when you tell them patron, they think of like the warrior card that was viable like 5 years ago. Was it 5 years ago? Like, I don't know if Gabi was born and Patron Warrior was a deck. Maybe he was. We see again transforming.
I cannot wait to read these.
Doesn't even play any weapons in the deck, right? For cage match. Reconnaissance!
I don't think he does. I mean, weapons have been notoriously bad in Rogue throughout the years.
Gets a Zixor from the reconnaissance. Couldn't see his options, so I don't know if that was the best choice, but...
Ooh, that's a really good draw.
Alright, what's the game plan here for Bunny, Radu?
Concede and hope you win in loser's bracket. Also, ask Thijs to be able to resubmit again to the original lineup.
Try again. There's actually some good things you can do in this deck versus Libra Paladin to win.
Okay.
Come on.
Let me
I
think,
know
let me
you
think.
don't play that much constructed anymore, but you're a smart guy. You're
Okay.
At the very least, an okay Hearthstone player. I think.
So he needs to survive until Scabs. Now, what is the best way of
Okay.
doing that?
What other cards does he have in his deck that are similar to Scabs that could help him survive? Come on.
I haven't seen his new deck list.
All right, he plays Secrets, okay? The card is also related to Secrets. What other cards that could possibly be related to Secrets that are similar to Scabs that he could use to maybe help him survive?
Blackjack Stunner.
Boom! Oh, you nailed it! Look at that! He's a constructed player after all, chat. We got there. We got him there. All right. Blackjack Stunner. That's right. So pretty good card in the matchup. Can allow you to gain some tempo back. And yes, Scabs is another way. But then you have to rely on sort of random stuff, right? Contraband Stash, especially at this point, with the Zigzor played, is going to help him a lot. Because if you can grind out enough, he can shuffle multiple primes into the deck and then have some late game power, which is what the deck is missing, right? It's got a lot of these tempo tools early on, a lot of secrets, but it relies on discovering some type of late game power longevity to actually win these types of matchups.
But the question is, what is the realistic chance that happens? Because looking at Bonnie's hand, it's not going to happen. I don't see it coming to fruition.
Well, he's got a secret passage that could help him find some stuff. Another reconnaissance could help him find some stuff as well. Add some more goods to the contraband stash, however you want to put it.
That card is pretty good.
It is.
But also
Well,
quite a bit
sometimes
slow
it's
to
good.
Stack.
Yeah. We can't see the options here.
I assume it's difficult ones because Bunny Hopper seems to be thinking a lot. But I saw Bunny Hopper thinking a lot in a very easy position because he was thinking of like the future turns. Or he wanted to deceive his opponent, even though Gabi seems to not be making reads for him.
Oh, Rustwix! Hello.
That's a card.
Oh yeah. All right. So he's gonna have a ton of primes potentially in the deck with Contraband Stash.
Yeah, now Gabi's the aggressor and he needs to out-tempo Bonnie. Cariel is gonna be super good. Cariel Rome, to be more specific. Wait, is it the same Cariel? Two cards?
Carry Rome to be specific. Yeah. 4 mana, 4/3 with Rush and Divine Shield. That's his win condition.
Yep. He's not even playing it this turn. I would have played and traded with that. But I guess Gabi knows better what he wants to do.
Yeah.
Maybe he needed for some sort of like better cost reduction of cards or some sort of combo that I'm not thinking of.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Oh!
there it
Favorite
is.
card, TJ.
There it is.
There it is.
Don't know if it's super relevant now. May just want to Secret Passage. Alternatively, could just play Contraband Stash. It would replay a Cage Match Custodian, a Rustwix, and a Zigzor. I don't know if he's played any other class cards besides those.
That's already pretty good in my opinion. It's gonna give him so much value. Wow. Yeah, he even has the rush on the Zigzor. Gabi's already thinking of how he's able to deal with so many threats from Bonnie.
Alright, so this will be 8 primes in the deck. 2 of them are guaranteed Zigzor prime. The other 6 will be completely random. Once the Rustwix dies, of course. And once the Zigzor dies.
And generally, even the bad primes are still very good. And generally, the card that puts them in the deck is bad and not the primes themselves, right?
Yeah.
Now he's
So this is... See, this is why we let Bunny Hopper resubmit. Because otherwise, this would be Face Hunter versus Libran Paladin. And let's be honest.
I mean,
we
Face
don't want to
Hunter
see
is
that.
a very fun, creative, interactive, brain-consuming person that I would love to play as much as I can when I'm playing Constructed. But I tend to agree
Let
here with you,
me
TJ.
think.
Leapfrog is
Yeah.
just a little bit more
I will
entertaining.
run
Just
hard.
yeah, just a tiny bit more. A little
tiny
bit. Yeah,
bit.
you're right. All right, Bamboozle is going to get rid of the Zixor Prime. He didn't know that it was 100% going to be Rustwix, and also the Bamboozle on the Rustwix is pretty risky because it would upgrade to an 8-drop,
Move quickly.
which is could be quite threatening. So Gabby playing around that the best he can, still getting rid of 1 Prime and leaving the board in an okay state. But it's going to be on Bunny to try and piece together some powerful stuff here. I think just the late game potential with the Primes should be enough, but we shall see.
I think it's a turn to Secret Passage. The best card of his deck.
Yeah, just play it. Gabby will concede. I wonder what the option here is. Let's think. We can't see the cards either.
Deep
Chat,
freeze.
don't worry. Mask of Cthulhu. Okay. We know one of the primes is Mishfin. Mishfin. Mishfin.
Wait, is there a particular reason he's putting the Custodian? Oh yeah, that one.
All right. Cutlass, yeah. Ah, I forgot about the Cutlass, because it's rarely actually played as a weapon. That was the Cutlass from before.
Yeah,
Come on, you gotta catch me on these things. When I say I don't know if there's a weapon, you gotta catch him. Let's go.
I think of this as a tradable draw more than a weapon. But yeah,
Our
my bad.
hardships only strengthen
Insta
our
play on the
resilience.
carrier. Does Bunny's deck have any use?
I do not think so.
Then it's gonna be rough.
Well, he's got a lot of value in the deck.
It's still gonna be rough. He needs to like completely outvalue and outtempo Gabby. Because he's not dealing
This is true.
62. No, he's more than that.
Yep, this is true.
9?
Well, I mean, it depends. Because the damage rounds up.
Oh yeah, okay. That complicates the math beyond what I understand mathematically.
I figured it would. I was going to wait to bring it up. I was going to see if you knew, but I'll just let you know. It always rounds up. So if something deals 1 damage, it's going to still deal 1 damage. If something is supposed to deal 3 damage, it's still going to deal 2, etc.
Thank you so much for the thorough explanation.
No problem. I got you.
I do love a good study session.
He's on board, and you don't even want to stun or the variant. Maybe he needs to go Kazaku's 10, or do you just never pick the 10? He could Kazakus and stun both.
10 can be quite good. One of the best is like the 10 mana freeze, because it's a Frost Nova.
And then you have the stunner and you can OTK or what?
Yeah, you have to pay 10 mana for what Snowfall Guardian does for 6.
Previously 5.
Previously 5, yeah. But it doesn't
pretty
freeze your
good.
own minions.
Don't let the door hit you.
So he's playing for tempo.
Choose soon. Don't let the door hit
If this game was back in the day, Reyna would sign him. Dirty Trick seems perfect here as well because he's running out of cards, although he has the passage. And I think Gabi just wants to get on board and stay there. That's the only thing he wants.
Yep. I'm surprised he wouldn't go for Mutinous there, knowing that it's just a Golem. Maybe in case he
doesn't
picked a
know the
smaller
other card,
Golem?
does he?
He doesn't know, but I feel like if it was a minion, it would have been played at this point.
Or
Right?
maybe he doesn't care about the golem that much, knowing he has so much removal in his hand.
Yeah.
But as you're saying, if you're not playing it now, then when are you playing it?
Yeah, because as soon as Bunny draws a Prime, he's probably playing it.
Yeah.
But I guess it's not as much tempo as if you were to just, you know, play out a bunch of medium-sized stuff instead of one big thing, right? Whoa! Whoa. What if Mutinous eats Mutinous?
Then it does nothing. It's like one of the bad outcomes, I think. Bunny has a lot of options there.
Yeah. He could have been playing not wanting to give him a Mutinous on his side because of Plagiarize, but he already plays one in the deck. So I don't know if it's really... Because he gave him a lot of other stuff. Like, he gave him a Libra of Wisdom. I guess that's not that big of a deal. I don't know. But that was probably what was on Gabby's mind, is to play around the possibility of Plagiarize. Okay. Freezes the 2 higher attack minions. Quite good.
Choose soon.
That hero power is just really good. It's basically Blessing of Kings for 2 mana. I wanted to say 2 gold at first, but I stopped myself. Gabi is running out of resources, but he's controlling the board. I'm trying to like think a couple of turns ahead and see what Bunny can do to counteract that. Because Gabi's trading really efficient.
I feel like he should, assuming his primes are decent, like theoretically he can just grind him out of the game. But like Lady Leadrin is going to be nuts. The Scabs is going to have to be so well timed. It's possible, but at this point it's starting to look more and more unlikely because Gabby's just going to keep putting like 2 damage a turn on with the weapon, making the minions super big.
Yeah, for example, now the Scabs looks pretty bad. I don't think that's a board you're happy Scabsing. Zigzag Prime is not dealing that much damage. Target is solid.
Choose soon.
Wasn't it better to just Kargat there? Where he wants to clear everything without taking any damage?
Yeah, this full clears. And now he knows that he's got a Kargath in his deck, so...
That's good info for later. It's a pretty good clear considering he has a Kargat in his deck and he also has Scabs still. But I mean, he needs to
Somewhere. Yeah, somewhere. He's still got actually a lot of cards left.
Yeah, it's like so many. I think it's like more than 20 cards.
Does Varian even draw much anymore? I guess Samro...
He
Okay.
does.
There was no Divine Shield minion left, but it still draws Samro and a True Seeker. But he's starting to run out of cards. Lady Leadrin's going to be big once he can get True Seeker and get these Librams down to add into the pool. And again, 2 damage a turn with the weapon from Lightforge Carriel is doing a lot of work.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest swings that he's able to have.
Yeah. All right. I like Ambush, Stunner, Mutinous. Or no,
I like-
Mutinous first, and then Ambush, Stunner.
That's pretty good. But do you really want to stun Varian again? I guess so, because it's an 8 mana do nothing.
Yeah. I guess he could just... He's probably still worried about Liadrin, but theoretically, he would have scabs for the Liadrin turn. And I think he wants to hold on this Blackjack Stunner as long as possible. So I guess he could just go Mishvin Prime here, go for the Rush version, and then just trade over it.
Yeah, he
And
probably
still
wants
have
to
a
keep the
9/9
stunner for
taunt.
like one of the Librams of Hope.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Yeah. Oh, this is actually a value trade too because of the Libra. Oh, nice. Okay, Bananaman. Not many cards left in deck. I couldn't even begin to guess what minions are even left. Maybe second Bananaman?
Gabi has either 3 or 4 cards left. I think. Doesn't have a clean way to kill the 10-1 because Summer just dies to the 9/9. But maybe he gets the buff on Samuro.
Really? It's not too heavy. Really?
Still dies by a bit.
Not too heavy.
Oh, now it doesn't. Never mind. Now it's one off. Not one above.
Do try to keep
There to do this.
Running out of time.
He can take a lot of damage still. Just get everything out of range of the Barov.
Yeah, but still, it
And-
felt like he played Barov only for 1 minion.
Yeah, but he has no idea like what's left in the deck from Bunny, right? He can't hold. Oh, there it is, the win condition. Now that Barov's gone, Akama just sticks
Yeah,
forever.
I think Bunny had other plans though for this turn.
Well, he can't play right now; he'll die. But in fact, there's not really a good way to get out of this, to be quite honest. He can play Devout Pupil to block, but he knows there's a Blade Master Samuro still left and would be dead on board if Blade Master Samuro was buffed at all.
Trust no one. Not trust no one. Not even me.
Yeah, is gonna have to use the Blackjack Stunner here to try and
Yeah.
survive.
This is ugly. Gabi did
Yeah.
very well with the Barrow. I mean, in
do
hindsight.
love a good study session.
It could have been Kargat of Bunny, and things would look a bit differently.
I'm almost out of cards.
Yep. 1 damage off lethal at the moment. But I think you just go for it to set up for the weapon swing for lethal the next turn. Because you can lure Barov, Blade Master Shamro, which will clear everything, and then you're pushing 9 to face. Even clears the ambush token. And then, yeah. Bunny has to get the Kargath Prime, essentially. Let's see it.
From his face, it doesn't seem like it's the card that he wanted.
I get
Ooh. Unlucky. Gabby giving the flex. Nicely done. Only a single card left in deck. That's all he needed was the whole deck. But there you go. Cue dramatic music. Boom. Gabby takes the series. Moves on to the winners bracket finals, where he will face the winner of Alutemu and Fino, which is our second winners bracket match. That one might be played off stream. Not entirely sure. Maybe not. Don't know. No, I think it's being played on stream next. But that was a pretty cool game / series. We got some funny moments as well with the Maestra.
Yeah, that
Gabby
card is-
overcoming his greatest fears.
That card is great.